better than actual Friday. Just keeping that here in case I get a little antsy with the playlist. So welcome to Rise. Normally this class is at 6, but on Fridays I feel like it's good to mentally give ourselves a break from the grind. I was just listening to a podcast about that, and we deserve the break. So this morning, in typical fashion of this week, forgot my charger. I only have 50%, but I didn't want to miss being able to do this class. There's a Sanskrit word that I almost always butcher every single time I try to say it, but it's sadhana. It's your spiritual work. It's the work that you feel most drawn to, and sometimes it's unglamorous, and sometimes it's emotional or not always what you expected, but you still end up feeling fulfilled and like you did something good. And early morning classes, ever since I've been a yoga teacher, they just call to me for some reason. I think it's a wonderful way to start the sadhana, the work of the week or the work of the day, and it somehow ends up feeling like not work at all. So in that spirit, I'd love to begin Friday with just a short seated meditation, just focusing on the breath, just focusing on how the body feels this morning. So I'm in a really beautiful, comfortable seat. But if you are still in bed or if you're having coffee, wherever it is that you are this morning, you can take this meditation, this breath. Let's take an inhale together and sit up nice and tall. And let the air all the way out. And just notice where the mind is headed. And notice if you can settle in a little more. My shoulders are way tight around my ears. So see if you can just ease into just this stillness. See if you can settle into turning your thoughts like a page. So as soon as they come up, just turn it. Just go on to the next one. Notice you're holding tension anywhere in your body. See what you can do about relaxing. See what you can do about just letting the thought go over and over and over. One more minute right here. Noticing the length of your inhales, the sound and the length of your exhales. And if anything's coming up in the mind, maybe it's a mantra, a phrase, picture. Maybe you're drawn to a word. Just notice. Five more long breaths of air all the way in and all the way out. arm too. And exhale, let your hands come to your heart. Let's bring the palms to the mat, and if you were sitting on a prop or anything like that, just move it to the side. And let's gently begin to move through cat and cow. So any movement that comes up in the spine first, just take it nice and slow. Earlier this week, I posted something on Revive's Instagram story. It's a quote from Ram Dass. It feels like I've only spent 5 minutes with him, which is just not long enough. But it's really been like 2 years of reading his work and listening to his teachings. And to paraphrase what I've shared, it is, we get caught up in our own unworthiness. And that fascinates me because we spend our whole lives really trying to find what makes us feel worthy. And it's so interesting when we practice yoga, either asana practice or meditation or any part of that. That's really what we're looking for. And it's interesting that yoga meditation can give that feeling of worthiness in just one inhale and one exhale. Worthy for the breath. Worthy to belong in your own body. And then to embody whatever it is that you want as you move through life. So as we practice the inhales and the exhales, we're really practicing self-love and honoring our own worthiness. Whenever you're done moving your spine in any direction, that feels great. Let's take one more inhale here in cow. Drop the belly, lift your face. And without moving your palms, without shifting the energy here, press the earth away and use where the thoracic spine meet the cervical and the lumbar to move the spine up and to tuck the chin in and to tuck the hips under. And then exhale right back to neutral. Awesome. One inhale here. One breath out. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. We're going to take a downward dog. If this doesn't feel great in your body, just hang out in tabletop. We're just going to move through a few sun salutations together and then get on with our day. But always good to move. So bike out your knees if it feels good. Maybe gently bending one and then the other, or both together. And then lifting the hips up, letting the heels sink down. Relaxing that chest towards the tops of your thighs. Take a big breath of air all the way in. All the way out loud. And in this moment, just remind yourself, I am worthy. I'm just a downward facing dog, but I am worthy of this posture. Big inhale. Big exhale. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Root down through them and come all the way up into them. You can take a little back bend here if it serves you, or side bend, whatever shows up. And then let the hands fall. Let's just come here into mountain pose. Just a moment. Before we start any sun salutation aims, just arrive here. Big inhale. Big breath out. I do realize that I have all of my activewear on still. Sorry. One more inhale. Lift the arms. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale. Hinge at your hips. Forward fold. Inhale to come up halfway here. And exhale. Fold. Let's walk it out for just a moment. Take an inhale, breath out, and slowly bring the eyes up, step forward, and let's come up halfway once more. Compassionate sun salutation A's here, y'all. Fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it down. Nice. Let's take 8 of these. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. If you get lost in it, don't worry too much. Just remember that the inhales always lift you up or halfway up, and that the exhales will always fold you down. And play around with what feels good. I notice that my feet are too narrow, so let's take the hips, or the feet hip width. Exhale, fold. Notice here, can I keep my palms on the floor, palms to shins? Let's achieve something nice and flat here. Reaching through the crown, pressing through the sacrum. Exhale, fold. Inhale. This is number 4. Take what shows up. Just notice, make observations, not judgments. Halfway up here. And notice, where have the thoughts gone? Sometimes you can't locate them when you're moving and breathing. The mind is on the breath. Strong breath on this halfway lift. If you're not there, that's okay. Just focus on the inhales and exhales. 2 more. Last round here. Really press through your feet. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold it down. Let's take the feet as wide, wider than your mat, or just wide if you're not on your mat. Grab opposite palm to opposite elbow. Let's be really heavy here. Heavy in the feet, heavy in your crown, maybe heavy in your hands. Inhale to come up halfway from right where you are. Exhale to fold. So wheel your feet back in toward the midline. And let's rise up. Reach. And let your hands come to your heart. Come right back to that easy mind. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly fold. Bend your knees. Support yourself. Coming all the way down. I'm just going to take a few things on the floor that might feel good this morning. So roll all the way back. Bring the knees into the chest. Give everything a nice deep squeeze here. And send your feet up. And then drop that right leg down. Bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Big inhale here. You can point your toe and flex it. Roll your ankle. Try to let your shoulders melt away from your ears. And bring your right leg all the way back up. Left foot comes to meet it. Send left leg drops, right knee comes into the chest. Everything a nice deep squeeze on the side. Same thing. Shoulders immediately want to round in. Just try to keep everything relaxed. Just use the force of your hands resting on top of your knee to press it. And that's it. That's all you need. I'll share this playlist after class. Good. Big inhale, right leg floats up, left foot meets it. Now bring both knees into the chest. And bring your chin in. Just drop the head back down. Right foot comes down, left foot goes over. Right knee comes in. It's a good way to wake up your hips this morning. You can get a stretch. You need a little more. You can slide the palms behind that right thigh. And just once again, gently pressing the palms into that thigh should be enough to receive a stretch on the outside of your left knee. So check it out. Play around with pointing, flexing the toes, spreading the fingers and toes out here. And once again, keeping your shoulders relaxing back towards the mat. Big inhale. Big breath out. You can release that right foot to the earth and your left foot. Let's bring your right ankle on top of that left knee. And same thing here. Sacrum is on the earth. And then that left knee comes in towards the chest. Big breath in. Big breath out. And once you arrive in the posture, don't be afraid to move once you get there. You might take an inhale and an exhale and say, oh, I might be able to bring that knee in a little more. I might be able to relax my neck a little bit. Allow yourself the freedom to change. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's release that left foot and your right. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out wide. One hand can be on the heart, one on the belly. You can bring the arms long overhead, whatever feels good. Just breathe here. One inhale. One exhale. Three more deep breaths of air all the way in. Deep breath out. And when you're ready, bring those knees together and bring everything in. Rock and roll a few times. Just back and forth to pick the energy back up. It's a rise class meant to send you out into your day. If rock and roll is not great, ease from side to side. Roll onto one side. Let's meet back in an easy seated position. So we're here, a little more awake than we were a few minutes ago. Let's take just one more minute in gratitude for ourselves, our practice, and the breath that fuels it. Big inhale together. Big breath out. And just notice. Welcome the worthiness that you feel for this day. For this breath. For this life. Take just a moment here. Take your deepest breath in. Sweep the arms up, reach up. Exhale, the hands come to the heart. It is my prayer in this moment and each and every day that we are peaceful and loving with ourselves, and we feel and give out that worthy feeling, and that we continue to shine our lights for others. Until we practice together again, my friends. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this quick Friday. I hope y'all are doing something wonderful in the sunshine today, and if not, go give yourself 5 minutes of it. Hope to see you again. Got the classic at 10, kids at 3:30, and restorative at 6. See y'all later.